What's up, everyone? This is Saiyan 91 back once again for some more Let's Replay Pokemon Blue version. In the last part, we went through a tiny bit of the SSN. We just basically got through the more important parts of it anyway. And we fought and defeated Lieutenant Surge. Gave us the Thunder Badge. In this part, I'm actually going to be going back on my word what I said in the last part. We actually need Flash in order to get through the Rock Tunnel. So we kind of need to get that first. I believe that you need a certain amount of Pokemon caught in order to get it from one of Professor Oak's aides. I believe it's either 10 or 20. And you have to go through Digltt's Cave in order to actually get to where he is. Which it is a bit of a pain in the ass. And I hate having to constantly going back on the damn bike. Right, should be right over here. But first, I want to see if they have any repels. And they do! Okay. By a shitload, please. Yeah, 20 should be fine. I want to constantly run into frickin' Digletts. And also, money is really no object for me at this point. Luckily, you don't need Flash in order to go through Diglett's Cave. I believe that it stops any Pokemon below your top Pokemon's level. Pity that Repel only works for 50 steps. But that's why they have Max Repels and Super Repels. It's good enough, though. Gets the job done. Yeah, I get the idea. Also, that guy will trade you a Mr. Mime for an Abra. The guy is actually over here. Click on the tree and have it do it, but of course, this isn't Gen 2. That is the aid right over here. Caught 10, okay. At least twice that. Thank you. Going right on to Clefairy. And since I'm here, I might as well pick up the Amber from the museum. I can't exactly do very much with it, considering there's only going to be one prehistoric Pokemon I'm going to put on my damn team. But I might as well do it, just for the completionist in me. Good to see Pewter City again. Felt like so long ago. Actually, I think it was like part 2. In order to get into the museum, there is a tree that needs to be cut down. Right here. Guys, trim your fucking shrubbery. You talk to this guy and he'll give you the old Amber. The only Pokemon lab you can actually take it to is the 7th gym. Well, where the 7th gym is, but you get the idea. No, don't use it yet. See ya, Brock. Definitely kick his ass now. Even without Leech Seed. Well, I think even Bellsprout can kick his ass. And I put little to no effort in even raising it. Now the repels go on. Spray it like it's frickin' spray-on deodorant. What would repel Pokemon anyway? Like pepper spray? Should deposit the stuff that I don't need anymore, like HM1. and that ticket that is pretty much useless. I'm surprised they just don't, like, delete it from your inventory once you actually use it, considering you're not going to use it again. And the TM. And the old Amber. The old Amber is kind of useless at this point. And before I forget, let's put on Flash for Clefairy. It's the only one that can learn it. I know there was a reason I caught you. And Flash is pretty much just a HM version of Sand Attack. But you see it a hell of a lot less often. You don't really see it on like any Pokemon out in the wild, or even on any trainer's Pokemon. Now the wild thing makes sense. But the trainer ones doesn't really make sense. Maybe they just think it's shit like everyone else. Okay, now we can finally get on our way. After more than 5 minutes. I bet that's getting annoying, just having the music constantly shift from the bicycle theme to whatever route I'm on. Hopefully this will be the last time you need to get back on it. Zubat, get strong, because I'm never coming back for you. The guy can have you as far as I care. And that. And we got ourselves some more trainers to get through. And stuff to swipe. M30. That's teleport. In other words, it's useless. Dig is much better. Because it can actually attack, and it does the same thing as teleport. Okay, this guy looks like a hiker, so he's more than likely gonna have some Machops or Geodudes, one of the two. I wish my Butterfree learned Psybeam, but that's way down the line. But Confusion does good enough for now. Oh, the rock tunnel's gonna be a bitch to get through. If I could, I'd like to do it without using Flash, and people have done it. It's not impossible. It's just that unless you memorize it, you're gonna be bumping into a lot of walls. And one hit KO? One hit KO. Yay, level up, Big Green! 9 more levels and you become your final form. Okay, this just leads to basically just a big roll around. Roll around. So you can get back to Cerulean City. I keep confusing Cerulean with Celadon. They sound so similar. And this is not a good matchup. Get the hell out of there before you get fried. What's sad is it that this Geodude is not going to be a big part of my team, and yet it's the highest leveled out of all of them. Like I said, it's probably going to be a Geodude by the time I hit the freaking entrance of the rock tunnel. Oh, there's Charmander. Been a while since I've seen him. This guy must be wanting him to learn his move early, because he hasn't evolved it in a while, apparently. Like I said, these guys are just going to be everywhere. There are some that you can easily avoid, like these guys, if you don't care about going back. Because once you get Fly, you can pretty much go everywhere. I've already been, at least. But most of these guys just tend to have 2 Pokemon apiece. Kinda sucks that Butterfree never got a Mega Evolution like Beedrill. I mean, sure, Beedrill has its qualities. It's basically just speed. But I do believe it got a boost to attack when it Mega Evolved. That makes sense. Kind of the same way that Pidgeot got a Mega Evolution and Fearow didn't. It's not like those Pokemon are incapable of making plays. Just gotta give them more of a chance. And of course, Butterfree can easily take down a Beedrill using Confusion or later on, a Psybeam. Or if you really want to go that way, you can even teach it Psychic. Okay, that's just a nest over there. Let's switch out with Hero. It's one of my main damn team members. I might as well get him leveled up. And this guy is using bugs, so it's definitely going to be a fine feast for my feathered friend. And yes, I do love alliteration. Who the fuck would keep their Caterpie until level 20? Who? Stupid people. And if that thing gets to level 10, it should evolve immediately. There's no advantages to it staying in its primary form. You're not gonna be slapping a fucking Evilite on a goddamn Caterpie. Sorry, I just went somewhere dark there for a second. There's Venonat. I do like the comparison between the Venomoth / Venonat line and the Caterpie line. The fact that both Venonat and Butterfree have compound eyes, whereas the first two forms of Caterpie and Metapod don't, and the same goes for Venomoth. Just really interesting. More damn rats. But plenty of you guys on the way to frickin' Mount Moon. I don't need to fight any more of you. Excellent experience from my Fearow, so thank you for putting them up to the slaughter. And Piglet's not going to be able to even hit me with its main attack, Dig, so it had to resort to scratches. Level 23. Going up in the world. You get a whole buffet here, Fearow. So eat up. You need all the strength you can get. Although against Erica, it's going to be a complete washout considering flying is good against grass. So I can pretty much solo the entire thing, probably just with Fearow. But by the time I get to Celadon, I will have another team member, of course. Pretty sure it doesn't learn it that early. Slash is one of those moves where it stays near the end of the cycle, not level 19. So, buddy, did you cheat on your Pokemon? Did you hack in its moveset? Because I think you did. I don't know why they have that odd patch right there. And I'll switch out because hikers tend to really favor the rock types over the fighting types. It's really just a crapshoot if you don't have a list with you on what they all have, which I don't. I could, but hey, that'd ruin the fun. And this is going to be a complete washout for you, considering of what's in front of you. Dead one shot, dead one shot, dead one shot. Unless one of them is a Machop. Even then I can take it out. With my bird. Even if it's weak. Maybe at a little bit over half its health, but I can still take you out in one shot. Thank you! Now the crits are starting to come in. And we move back to the plant-covered dinosaur. Yeah, I don't know what the whole debate is about, what kind of thing Ivysaur or the whole Bulbasaur family is. It's in the name. Bulbasaur. Dinosaur. Do you not see the connection? Yeah, that's probably an argument from like 10 years ago that no one gives a shit anymore. I can easily skip past you in order to get to the Pokemon Center. Don't worry, we'll come back and take care of business in just a minute. Healing, healing, healing my members up. Thank you, and thank God you never charge for your services. That makes things a hell of a lot harder. That's what they should do. They should input, like, some kind of hard mode where you can go to a Pokemon Center like normal, but every time you use it, the price, or actually put in a price for one thing, like, maybe it'll start at like 50 Pokédollars, something relatively low. And then each time, it doubles up and up and up. But I would actually put the shop items the same price. So then you have to go over to the shop and keep buying potions and revives and all that kind of shit. That would add a bit more difficulty to the game. Maybe not too much, but, you know, it's something. But hey, when the hell does Nintendo actually listen? Well, just an actual hard mode in the game in general. Have stronger guys at the beginning. Have them gradually get stronger like they tend to already do. This isn't difficult. Hell, many people have said that 6 is probably one of the weakest entries because the story mode and the whole experience system was so out of fucking whack that you can pretty much kill everything by the time you hit the Elite Four. Not that that's not normal, but the fact that they give you the experience share so early in the game just breaks everything. They do have the experience all in this, but they have a requisite, thing that you have to catch so many Pokemon. That tends to be the running thing in this. Of course, they keep things simple for when you actually need something to continue the game, like what I had to do in the last part. You need HM Flash in order to get through the cave, unless you want to keep bumping into fucking walls. So they put the things down for only 10 Pokemon need to be caught. That's simple. There's so many Pokemon in just one little patch of grass or in one little area. So that's relatively simple for you to accomplish. But in X and Y, they give you the experience share so fucking early on, by the time you hit the 4th gym, you're probably at level fucking 40 or 50 at that point. And that is not a good matchup, so let's switch that out. Thank you! Change is not necessarily a bad thing, but apparently Nintendo thinks it is the end of the fucking world. Hell, they changed up fucking Legend of Zelda with Breath of the Wild. They can't do the same thing to Pokemon? And yes, I know they changed the whole gym aspect with Sun and Moon. But that's not enough. And I'm not whining saying I want everything my way. Hardly. Just want them to implement a little bit of change. It's not too much to ask for. And to be honest, Sun Moon was kind of easy too. Yep, I know the games are for kids, but you don't need to dumb it down. Although the fight against the fire leader was pretty good. Instead of using the Alolan Marowak. Alolan forms are probably one of the best new additions, because it makes sense that not every region's gonna have the same kind of Pokemon. Like, every region has their own bird, their own rodent, their own starters. That makes sense, but then again, every region kind of also has the same Pikachu? Apparently. And just about every generation Pikachu shows up in, it tends to be the same exact one each time. You're telling me that you wouldn't go out of your way to get yourself an ice-typed Pikachu, like in the Sinnoh region, which is mainly a winterous kind of cold climate. I kinda wish they started the whole regional variant thing early. Like, maybe start in the 3rd generation, where it's basically all water. And then we get a, water-type Pikachu, like we technically kinda got with, Meryl, but it's not exactly the same, is it? Oh, this is gonna be a fucking riot. I already have one of you! Yeah, I definitely have to put on the... I need to put on the repels. I'm glad I bought so many of them. Thank you! Because I do want to kind of explore and see if there's any important items for me to take. You'll be able to hit me with that, now are you? Because you're a ground type. And the first thing you know is Bone Meringue. Or Bone Club, excuse me. It gets Bone Meringue later. But I hope they do continue what they're doing and what they kind of set up in Sun and Moon. More variants. Because the whole Mega thing was kind of a wash from the start. And yes, I know I talked about this before, but it bears repeating. It made a few fan favorites a bit too powerful, and the whole thing about Charizard getting 2 Mega Evolutions is complete bullshit. Yes, I love Charizard too, but... come on. Be fair. Yeah, we'll stick with this. I'm just pecking everything to death. Good thing I didn't bring in Ivysaur, because I probably would have gotten hit pretty damn hard. I mean, some of the Alolan forms can be kind of goofy, like with Alolan Geodude being Rock and Electric. I think Rock Ground would have made a better choice. And they've only done it once with Stunfisk. Let's face it, Geodude's a hell of a lot better looking than a fucking Stunfisk. Just from a design aspect, anyway. Game over, man. Game over. Also, good thing I got a bunch of potions with me, too. It tells me I'm going to be saving inside this damn cave. There are a lot of trainers in here, so if you're still lagging behind, level-wise, still a nice area to go and train. Anything in here? Doesn't seem to be it. I should have bought myself another escape rope, though. That would have been handy. Let's just continue down this road. I mean, every generation has its flaws. I can't exactly think of too many things that Generation 2 fucked up on, though. Yeah, I really can't. If I had a list of everything it did, I might be able to point them out, but so far nothing's coming to mind. It's just that many people say that 2 had what the first generation should have had in the first place. And to an extent, they're right. Being gender should have been in the game in the first place, considering you already have Nidoran male and female. They're the only gendered Pokemon in the entire damn first gen. And breeding wasn't exactly a big thing in the early games, so I'm not gonna harp on them for that. Seriously, what's the point of putting a large area like this over here if there's nothing in it? I swear, some of these things are just meant to annoy. Thankfully, the rock tunnel is not that large. If you're just going through it without any random encounters like I am, it's a bit of a breeze. Especially if you're at a good enough level. Again, like around what I am at, then you're not going to have that hard of a time. Also, if you like pecking things to death. That's pretty fun, isn't it? Ah, poor Bulbasaur. I haven't seen that since again, close to the first part. I'm not exactly keen on them constantly throwing the first skin in our faces, like, we get it. It's the first fucking generation. But you're doing better right now. Why do you constantly have to shove that into my face? I like first gen as much as the next guy, but it did so many things wrong. Let's try and get out of here. Just head back into the Pokemon Center so I can heal up. And thankfully you don't have to constantly use Flash every time you go down to a upper or lower level of the place. So that's a good plus. Let's quickly get this over and done with. It doesn't exactly look like a C behind her, does it? I see the P, but the thing right next to her looks like a blob. It doesn't look like a C to me. Yes, I know, it's supposed to be PC Pokemon Center. Aha. Well, it doesn't look like it. And yes, I know there are limitations, but you could put a little bit more effort into it. Yeah, that is pretty smart. It's not Lavender Town. What, one whole fucking family of them? Yeah, I get it. The whole damn game is based around that. But I'm going to end this part here, and next time in Let's Replay Pokemon Blue version, we'll head through the rest of the Rock Tunnel, we'll pop out near Lavender Town, and maybe we'll even catch the next member of the team. Maybe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!